The 2020 Ford EcoSport SES. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, where you can find the most in-depth video walkarounds on our different Ford and Lincoln vehicles down the specific trim. So we cover all the standard equipment as well as optional equipment for each trim of each model. So just like with this one, we're going to cover the SES trim. We're going to talk about the standard equipment as well as the different optional equipment, including different packages. So first time watching one of our video, look at the timestamp down below. You can see the different spots throughout the video, so you can always move around in the video using those timestamps, as well as the prices for the packages and the standalone options will be listed down there too. So very educational video for you. Definitely, if you haven't had a chance yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel with some great Ford and Lincoln content. Hit the red button, subscribe button down there. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. But for right now, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to cover some safety features first, and then we're going to get into the appearance of the outside of the vehicle and dive inside after that. Now, first thing I want to talk about when it comes to safety is going to be the airbags. So very unique airbags for the EcoSport that you don't see on the other Ford vehicles. Starting with the front airbags, you have a dual stage front airbag for the driver and front passenger. So that's going to deploy a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. There are sensors underneath those seats, so the system knows that and deploys the correct size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. Also, side impact airbag, not only for the front seat, but also for the rear seat. That's something you don't see in any of the vehicle in the Ford lineup. So it deploys that airbag from any side collision you might have to protect those occupants in those two outside seats for the front as well as the back seat back there. So great having that. Also, safety canopy airbag to deploy down, protect from any kind of rollover. It does have advanced track with roll stability control. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if it does, it will deploy those airbags down, protect occupants from any glass going into the inside the vehicle. So really great how that works. Also, a little more about the advanced track. Advanced track really is the goal on that is to keep you on your intended path. So if you're going into a curve a little too fast, maybe a slick driving road outside, that advanced track will help you keep you on your intended path and help you protect you that way as well. So that way, hopefully you won't have that situation where you roll over. Now, if you do have an accident, happen to be off the side of the road, there is the SOS post-crash alert system as well as 911 assist that can help you out. SOS post-crash alert system will actually honk the horns and flash the lights so people know you need come to your safety, and 911 assist will allow 911 to call directly in if you have those airbags deployed in a severe accident and ask if you're okay, if you need someone to come to your help as well. So some great protections there. Now for the back seat over here, there is child safety locks for these rear doors. So that way, if you have kids over there, you can have those locked out so they can't open those doors when you're stopped or when you have the vehicle unlocked. So that's a pretty nice system there. Also the latch system, the lower anchors and tethers for children. That allows you to be able to permanently secure those car seats down into those back of those seats, those outbound seats, with the latch system, those hooks in there, so that way you can secure those in there and not have to rely on those safety belts as well. So really nice system and how that works. So again, great safety features throughout the vehicle, and again some unique safety features like the side impact airbag for the rear passengers back here that you don't see on any other vehicle. Now when you go to the SES trim, it's going to come standard in your four-wheel drive system with the 2.0 liter four-cylinder engine, that natural aspirated engine that's going to deliver 166 horsepower, 149 pound-feet of torque. It will also come with the auto start-stop technology. And what that means, when you come with the stoplight, stop sign, it's going to shut the vehicle off. When you let go of the brake, before you even get over to the gas, it's going to turn it back on. So if that's something you want to deactivate, you can do that for each trip. Just press that A with a circle around it right below your climate control there. Pretty easy to locate it and to get to, so you can always deactivate that at any time. Also, it's going to come with a 6-speed automatic transmission with select shift. Select shift means you can shift it up and down like a manual transmission when you have it and that shifted in that S mode. And those buttons are going to be right beside the shifter knob there to the driver's side of that, just like you're seeing in that clip. So that way you can shift it up and down. Comes in real handy if you're maybe up in the mountains, you want to come down a little bit slower and downshift that way. You can use a select shift for that reason. That's the main purpose of that, is going up and down hills, and so that it doesn't keep shifting on you that way. So you can do it yourself. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the styling here on the front. First, fuel economy for these. I'm going to get about 23 miles per gallon in the city and about 29 miles per gallon on the highway. So pretty good fuel economy still, even with this natural aspirated engine, but it will perform much better than the 1.0 liter EcoBoost engine you get with the SE. Now for the styling here on the front. Now this is the sport trim, so you're going to see a lot of black accents throughout it, giving it that nice sport look. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is here on the grille. So we'll have it molded in black behind there with a high gloss, bars across there, and surround. So a nice black finish to that grille makes that pop. Again, it's going to have a totally different look and distinct look from the SE or even the titanium than it does on this SES. Also down here, this is called the skip plate. That is going to be also body color or painted black down there as well. So real nice look to it. It's usually silver on the SE. It'll be black for the SES. Body colored bumpers throughout here. You will also have front license plate bracket will be standard equipment for states that require a front tag. States like Kansas does not require it, is not going to be standard equipment. You'd have to order as optional equipment. We'll get more into that a little bit later. For your headlights, you do have a automatic quad beam projector headlights here. So they are halogen headlights. Blacked out bezels in there, so you can see kind of, if you give a close up there, you can kind of see some of that blacked out bezels, part of that, the SES. Does have the LED signature lighting that's just inside those headlights there, and those will actually be your configurable daytime running lights would be those lights there. So if you want to have those on, those will be the lights that will be on for you. Also, you're going to have the halogen fog lights down here too. Blacked out bezel around that too, high gloss finish, a little bit different. SES, it would be, they'd get fog lights, but it's going to be body colored. It's a little bit different. You can see some of the black accents coming through here on the front of it for the SES trim. For the windshield wipers. Now, windshield wiper de-icers are standard equipment on an SE, carried over to the SES as well. And the benefit of that is if you're in that inclement weather where it's snowing or something like that, and the windshield defrosts a lot of that snow and ice off of the windshield, they kind of collect on the windshield wipers though. They're still wet, and especially if you're going down the highway, they'll freeze up on you, and just, I know you've been in that situation where they just aren't any use to you. But the windshield wiper de-icers will help with that. We'll de-ice those windshield wipers and keep them to where they actually are useful for you when you're driving down the road. Also, rain sensing wipers are going to be standard equipment on the SES trim. So there's a nice upgrade when you go from the SE to the SES. And rain sensing wipers, if you have those activated in your settings screen under the wipers, then when you put it in at one of those intermittent settings there, it's going to automatically turn the wipers on for you. So when it starts to rain out of the blue, it'll go ahead and start turning those wipers on. Once it rains a little harder, it'll wipe them a little bit faster. So some great benefits for that. And you know, I think rain sensing wipers in the windshield wiper de-icers are kind of a luxury feature in my opinion, because you really have to go up to some of the upper trims on some of the other models to be able to get those. Nice that it's going to be included in the SES trim. So as we move around to the side, you're going to see the wheel on the SES trim. It's a 17-inch alloy wheel. It's a machine alloy wheel with the dark painted pockets in there. So real good look to it. Again, on all the EcoSports, they only one wheel available for each trim. So 4 wheels for the 4 trims, no upgrade or optional wheel available for the SES trim. For the mirror, it does have a body color, or I'm sorry, a painted black mirror cap here on the top. It does have a turn signal indicator as well on the outside. Power heated glass as well, and this is going to have your BLIS system, that blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. And the way that works is if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, as you're backing up, someone's going to cross your path behind you. It's going to put a light in the corner of the mirror from the side they might be coming from, puts a message on the dash and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. So I love the BLIS system. It is now standard equipment on your SES trim. I didn't see that as standard equipment on your SE. Also, it does have your body color door handles here. You're going to see that. Also, the beltline molding is going to be black. So again, give it a sport look, so you won't see a lot of chrome or anything on this particular model. It's going to have black or body colored around the vehicle, including the roof rack side rails. So black side rails up here as well. For that, we'll talk more about different accessories to add, the crossbars possibly and that kind of thing when we get to optional equipment. This does have the intelligent access, so just leave that key fob in your pocket. Just walk up, put your hands in the door handle. It's going to automatically unlock the vehicle light to get in and out without having to get the keys out of your pocket. When you get out, you just press the ridges and it's going to lock the vehicle up for you. So that's going to be standard equipment on that. Your molding down here in the bottom, that rocker molding, is going to be that black, that molded in black, and just really to protect that from any kind of rocks and such like that. Since it is an SUV, it sets a little bit higher. So sometimes these appliques up here will be different colors, but for the SES trim, it's going to be that molded in black over there on the side, with the EcoSport down there towards the bottom. I don't think it actually has EcoSport on the other trims. I think that's specific to the SES trim. Privacy glass in these back windows and the back glass. This in here we put front window tint as well, but that privacy glass is going to be a little nicer also as well, because you're going to keep it a little bit cooler inside for you and look real nice on the vehicle too. You do have the Easy Fuel capless filler door. Of course, that is standard equipment in all your EcoSports, but you don't have a cap to worry about leaving, losing, getting your hands dirty. Just open that door up, fill it up when you need to, and then go ahead and shut the door when you're done. And it does have a 2-door system in there, so it does need a correct size nozzle. So of course your fuel pumps will have that size, but a lot of your cans will not. So you'll need a funnel that'll be located in the back. In fact, let's go and head back there and not only show you where that's located, but show you some other great features on the back of the vehicle. Now moving to the back, something that they've added to the SES trim for the 2020 model year is this nice body colored rear spoiler back here. So real good look to it. It goes on top of the normal lift gate from the other trims. And I love this look here. Nice body colored rear spoiler back here. In fact, when they came out with this early 2020, they actually made it available. We put it on some of our 19s just because we like the look of it so much. Rear defrost back here, also rear wiper, so you can kind of get that back glass free of any kind of snow and ice back here. You'll see the rear tail lights back here are halogen, and then a little bit darker tint on these, it looks like, than your other trims because of the sport look back here. You do have a rear view camera and reverse sensing on the SES. So when you're backing up, not only are you going to be able to see behind you, you're also going to get alert if you get too close to anything too with the reverse sensing. It does have the molded in black rear bumper back here, and that really protects it from rocks and stuff getting kicked up that if you go on any kind of dirt roads or anything like that. And also back here, this is where you're going to open up the lift gate. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to lock the vehicle up and show you that even the lift gate has intelligent access. So you can leave that key fob in your pocket, the vehicle's locked, just press that button in there and it's going to unlock it and open and allow you to open it up. So pretty easy. It does have the swing open door. I've heard some negatives and positives about that, but let me show you what this is going to look like. Having that there, you don't have to worry about it because this does sit a little bit shorter. The lift gate would really be in the way, and so instead of going to the lift gate, they went with the swing open door instead because it's a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller there, and that lift gate would probably just would hit you in the head anyway. We do have a little cover up here. They've gone to this style in the 2020 model year instead of the tonneau cover that kind of comes and rolls up there. So you can lift this up, stays into place right there. You can also remove it if you don't want that in there pretty easily. Carpeted mats, we always leave them back here, but I want to kind of remind myself of this. Carpeted mats and the footwells for the front seat as well as the second row seat are standard equipment. Now in here there is a shelf on the bottom. We left it on the bottom and I want to show you that. So you can be removed, you can take it in and out pretty easily. And I want to show you there's several positions up and down. So let me show you why those are in there. So if you put this on the upper shelf or the middle one there and put it down, gives you a flat load level. So you can lift those things in there, you don't have to drop them down in. Flat load level in here, and that's a nice benefit of that. Also, if you want to store some things, because there's not any storage underneath the flooring of the vehicle, and I'll show you that in just a little bit, you can put like jumper cables, blankets, that kind of thing that you don't maybe put in the back of your trunk. You can put it underneath there and leave this here, and it doesn't take away from any kind of storage. You can get that flat load level, store some of those smaller items down there that you want to make sure are in your SUV. Also, if you take it to the top one, that enables you to be able to lay that seat down. So if you lay the seats down, 60-40 split bench seat, it doesn't flat to the floor or fold flat to the floor. Gives a little bit of about as wide as that cushion is. There is a little lift there. So instead of having to put things in and then try to lift them up on top of the seat, you can put this shelf at the top level there and slide it in and on top of those seats, just like you're seeing in that clip right there. So that's real great and how that works. Nice versatility. So let's take this out and show you underneath. So there are some tie downs there. And then this little flap here is going to open up for your tire and inflator kit. That's where your funnel in is as well there. So tire and inflator kit, really not room for a spare tire in here. So instead you have the tire and inflator kit. So hopefully you can fill that up and it'll get you to the next gas station or service station, and where you can repair that flat tire if you have that in that situation. Don't forget, you will have roadside assistance for the first, I think it's 4 years or 5 years. So 60,000 miles. So you can always use that as well. Take a benefit of that, and you don't have to worry about that. So I love the versatility back here with the shelf and everything, so you can organize some things a little bit better and take benefit of the smaller compartment you have back here in the small SUV. Now moving to the interior, the SES has one color interior available, and it's the black interior here. So your dash, your doors, everywhere you look is going to be your black carpet as well environment. You do have some nice gray accents on around your, kind of right here around your center stack here, also on the glove box, above the glove box there, as well as on your door. So you're going to have a nice look there to it. Your seats here are going to be leather trimmed with the cloth inserts here, so dedicated seats for your SES trim. You're only going to see this type of trim on your SES, so kind of a nice cloth sports seat here that we normally see on all the other Ford vehicles with any kind of sport appearance package on them. You do have a power driver seat over here that's going to let you go up and down, forward and back. I think it's an 8-way is what they call it, with a manual lumbar over here, so it may be just a 6-way, but you will have manual lumbar up there too. The passenger seat is going to be able to adjust up and down manually, as well as a lever on the front that allows it to go forward and back, as well as manual adjustment for the backrest too. You'll have heated seat for the driver and front passenger up here as standard equipment on your SES trim too. Back seat, seats 3 back there. You do have an armrest that comes out the middle backrest with 2 cup holders in it, so if there's no one in that middle seat, you can lay that armrest down. Also behind the console here, you can also get a 110 outlet back here, and there will also be a power point on the passenger side over there. It's a little spot over there right inside the door there itself. A lot of people overlook that, but you'll have a power point on the passenger side. There is an open slot on the driver's side over there, but it does not have a power point in it. So a couple different ways to power different devices back there, there in the back seat. Here on the door, power windows, locks, mirror switches, including auto one touch for the driver's window, which means you just press it hard once and it's going to roll the window down automatically for you. So that comes in real handy when you're in those drive-thrus and that kind of thing. Leather wrap steering wheel is going to be standard equipment. Love the stitching on that as well, and I love leather wrap steering wheels. You do have cruise control over here on the left side of the steering wheel on the bottom, and then you're going to have a D-pad up here on the left side that will control your productivity screen here in the middle of your instrument cluster there, so that you're going to be able to, that's where you're going to adjust all the different settings for the driver assist features, so your lights, mirrors, that kind of thing. Anything you want to activate and deactivate, you would use this D-pad over here and the productivity screen there in the middle of your speedometer and such like that right there. And then you have a D-pad over here on the right side. That's going to control your audio controls and some of your Bluetooth controls right there too. So you can make and receive phone calls using the sync technology there, and that's real easy to just have your hands on the steering wheel and be able to hit those buttons. Your push button start is located just to the left of the screen over here. So again, you don't have to get the keys out to get in and out of the vehicle or to start the vehicle. Comes in real handy. Just stow that key away, and you're going to be able to have access without having to get the key out and get in and turn it on and everything. So climate control is a single zone, but it is an automatic climate control. So really nice how you can go ahead and kind of set that temperature there, and it'll try to keep that temperature and blow the air at that temperature, as well as you have several different you can speed of the fan with the automatic too. So what it'll do is keep it at that temperature, but blow different speeds of air throughout there too. Vents here in the middle, as well as on the outsides of the dash too, and then I believe there's vents underneath those seats too. And then you do have this nice touch screen here. So we'll have your AM/FM stereo player. It does have Sirius XM satellite radio as well, and a nice touch screen, 8-inch touch screen there for you with the navigation. Navigation is going to be standard equipment as well, with the pinch and zoom capabilities, Sirius XM traffic and travel length as well. This will have the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well, so you can go ahead and plug those phones in. In fact, let's go ahead and talk about that. You do have in here 2 USB ports are going to be right down here. They call this the media hub area. That's where that button was for the auto start stop, as well as your traction control turning it off is right there as well. So just plug those phones in right there with the USB ports, and you can use the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay that way. You do also have a power point down here too, just to the right of the shifter there. So nice how all that works. Now on this screen too, your rear view camera will show up on this 8-inch touch screen. So when you're backing up, it'll come up in that full 8-inch screen right there. Up here in the mirror, you do have auto dimming rear view mirror. So if cars want to come up behind you with those bright lights, it's going to automatically dim that mirror for you. And then this overhead bin does include a sunglass holder, so you can flip that down and put your sunglasses in there. Also, you'll see switches for the lights and the switch there for the moonroof. It does have a power moonroof, standard equipment on the SE and above, including the SES, with a manual sunshade. So you can open that up and open that glass up and give you a nice moonroof feel for you there. Really catering this model to
the younger kids, maybe those college, younger adults that really like that sporty look and the moonroof, and that's why those get as standard equipment on all these. So ambient lighting as well, lights up the cup holders, the footwells, the door handles. You can change the colors, 7 different options there. Some of the Ford vehicles, you only get the ice blue like you're seeing in this particular vehicle, but in this model you do get a choice of 7 different colors there for you, so that's real nice as well. You have a console here, more of an armrest than anything, because if you open this up you can see there's a small tray in there and a very small compartment. It does go down there a little ways, as you can see there, but very small. You can put some smaller things in there if you want to, but it's more an armrest than anything, because you know, this is a more compact vehicle. You don't really have a lot of room for a big console, but little slots back in here and over here for coins, smaller items that you can put down in there, and still have your cup holders here as well. So last thing I want to talk about is standard equipment on these is going to be the Ford Pass Connect. Ford Pass Connect is going to be standard equipment. It allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. Free app you download, free service. You just go ahead and download the app, you put your VIN in there, and then go ahead and you would go ahead and check the modem here, and you activate that. So that allows you to be able to unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start your vehicle from anywhere, even schedule remote start times, which I like to do for those cold winter mornings. You can activate and deactivate those remote start times. So that's great, as well as find your vehicle. So if you go to concert, game, or something like that, can't remember what section you parked in, you can pull up the app and you can locate your vehicle using that app with the embedded modem in the vehicle. If you want to, you can get the 4G hotspot, and you can go ahead and get the Wi-Fi hotspot if you want to. It does require to get a subscription for that part of the service, but not to use the Ford Pass and connect into the vehicle. So love how that works. And the Ford Pass app is also where you're going to see your rewards points. So owner rewards are going to be in there. When you first purchase a vehicle, you're going to get enough owner rewards points for 2 free oil changes or accessories, or what do you want to use. Every time you get your vehicle serviced at a Ford dealer, you're going to also earn points to go on the Ford Rewards. So it is a loyalty program. Definitely want to make sure you download that Ford Pass app, connect your vehicle, and so you can get all those great benefits from not only the Ford Pass app, but also the owner rewards as well. So that's all of our standard equipment, but there are a couple packages I want to talk about that's available for the SES trim as well. Almost forgot, this does also have a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. You just pull the lever over here on the left side of the steering wheel, and the steering wheel will go up and down, forward and back, so you can get it just right in any position. Also, you get heated steering wheel is standard equipment on your SES trim, so it'll heat that up, and that'll also be programmed into any kind of remote starts that you have, along with your climate control.
Now we're going to talk about some different optional packages you can get. Packages will include more than one different feature within the package to be labeled a package. So this first one is an SES black appearance package. Actually a new package for last year. I didn't do a video on the SES trim last year, so it's kind of new to me. And it's available on 3 exterior colors. It's going to be available on your diamond white, your lightning blue, and your moon dust silver. So it wouldn't be as impactful on like this one here or the black because of the black accents on it. Now you're going to get 3 things as part of this. Really kind of gives it, dress up the sport and give it a nice appearance. One of them is the hood decal on the front. So I'm giving you clips from Ford's website so you can kind of see that, because we don't have one in stock right now. So real nice hood graphics on up there. Also, you're going to get a painted black roof. So of course you'll have the moon roof up there, so the rest of the roof will be painted black, as well as you're going to get a black rear spoiler. So really kind of gives it a nice little stripe across the top of it. So black appearance package, again available in that blue, white, or the silver, and just a nice little added touch for you on your SES trim. Another package you can order from the factory is the interior protection package. Now, both these features are things you could probably get afterwards from your aftermarket department, so I don't know necessarily, I would say you have to order it from the factory. You should be able to get these after you get their vehicle as well. But it will include 2 features. One of them will be the floor liners in there. So you'll still get the carpeted mats, but you also get some all-weather floor liners that go in the footwells in the front, as well as the footwells in the second row seats. You'll also get a cargo mat. Cargo mat will go in the back. I'm not sure what kind of material. I'd assume kind of an all-weather material as well to kind of go in the back of that cargo area back there, protecting it back there. So especially if you put a lot of things, plants, different things, you're going to get that carpet dirty back there. You can always do that. Now keep in mind you do have that removable shelf, so you can always remove that, clean that shelf pretty easily, or even turn it over. A lot of people don't realize that too. So a couple different options for you, but interior protection package is available as optional equipment from the factory. Those options should be able to be ordered afterwards from your accessory department if you want to order it that way as well. Now, I do want to talk about some other optional equipment that you can get that really were probably preferred to order that from the factory, just because just a lot easier to put on that way. One of them is your engine block heater. So engine block heater is always available in about any of your Ford vehicles. It just allows you, if you especially leave your vehicle outside during the winter time, to be able to start that vehicle up, keeping that vehicle warm overnight, plug it in using the outlet that's going to usually be located on the lower part of that grill up there. Also, you can get the front license plate bracket. I mentioned earlier that states that don't require front tag, that'll be optional equipment. It is a no-charge option, but I would recommend you order that from the factory because then that way it gets shipped to the dealership with the vehicle. Dealership puts it on at no charge or cost. If you get it afterwards, you're probably going to have to pay for the license plate bracket as well as to have the dealer install it for you. They might charge you a half hour, quarter hour labor to put it on, or you can put it on yourself, but it's still, you can save that cost if you order the vehicle from the factory, and that's why that's really, they recommend you order it that way. Now, the rest of these features I want to talk about are accessories. So they're called factory invoiced accessories, which means if you order it from the factory, when you order your vehicle, they'll be shipped to the dealership ahead of time. The dealership will install them. Also means that you can get those afterwards through a Ford accessories dealership, or about every dealership is, or any kind of aftermarket. So you should be able to get these even on Ford's website, Ford Accessories website. You should be able to order these and have them shipped to your house if you want to as well. First one is a package, includes two features. It's the cargo management package. Just like it sounds, it's going to get a cargo manager that goes in the back. I'm trying to get you a clip from Ford's website if it's available, what that looks like. So it allows you to be able to kind of organize that cargo so things won't slide around back there. Also get a cargo net as well that's going to go back there. I think that actually goes in the door. So that way you can position it in those two slots that are on the door or just inside the door. So that way you can put some of those items in there so they won't roll around either. So that package again is you can get from the factory, or a lot of times you can order those both separately from your accessories department. Also, you do have splash guards. Splash guards can go on the vehicle, and again, can be ordered from the factory if you want to, and then the dealer will install them, or you can get them afterwards. So splash guards go on there, especially if you live down dirt roads, you get a lot of mud or snow, that kind of thing. You might want to get the mud flaps on the vehicle as well. Also, you get a keyless entry keypad. So I believe it's going to go positioned right here or on the door itself, one of those two spots. Should give you a clip from Ford's website if it's available. So you can have that. Basically, it's another keyless entry. So it allows you to be able to leave the keys inside if you want to, using your own special code. So you program it, program your own code, so that way if you want to leave the keys inside or access the vehicle without the keys, you can use the keypad to get in and out of the vehicle if you don't have the keys on you. So that's where that would be beneficial for you. Also, remote start. So if you don't want to use the FordPass app to remote start the vehicle, it takes a little longer to pull the app up to remote start it. Sometimes it takes a few seconds longer than maybe your remote start would. If you're in close proximity, you can order the remote start. I think they actually lowered that cost. It used to be about $500. I think they lowered it down to a couple hundred now. And so you can get the remote start. It will go on your little fob that will go on with your key, and then you would go ahead and remote start it that way if you want to. So that can also be ordered for you from Ford. A lot of your dealerships can install the remote start on the vehicle as well. So again, these are all features that can be ordered with the vehicle when you order it, or can get after it. So if you see a vehicle out there that you want some of these accessories, just keep in mind if you don't see it out there at a dealership with those accessories, you can always order those afterwards. So those are things that maybe you don't want to necessarily look at. So you can, some of the packages like the black appearance package, or some of those others, you might want to make sure that have them on there, but some of these accessories you can always get afterwards. Don't let that stop you from getting a vehicle at a Ford dealer. So that's all your standard as well as optional equipment for the SES trim on the 2020 Ford EcoSport. Don't forget, you can the warranties on these are going to be a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty with a 4-year, 50,000 mile powertrain warranty and roadside assistance. So let me actually double check that. So it's a 5-year, 60,000 mile for the roadside assistance and your powertrain warranty. So great warranty again. We talked about the spare tire earlier and using the roadside assistance for that, but also if your battery dies, you get a flat tire, you can use it for that as well. So some great features there. I am going to highlight the window sticker. Most of your vehicles will have these window stickers on the vehicles themselves, as well as you can find it on most of your Ford dealerships websites too. There'll usually be a link on them so you can pull that up. At the top will be the standard equipment we talked about, and any optional equipment that was ordered on the vehicle, like this one here, we ordered the front license plate bracket at no charge. That's going to be listed under those optional equipment there on those window stickers. So pull that up, you can see how those vehicles are ordered, and especially if you see a difference in prices on different websites, You know, you see an SES, one might be, you know, more than the other. Well, it might be because it has some optional equipment. So you can pull up those window stickers and see how those compare to see if you're getting a good price from one dealer versus another dealership. And speaking of that, if you want to work with us here at Law McArthur, go to our website, lawmacarthur.com. Again, we do free shipping on our vehicles to anywhere within the 48 states. Alaska and Hawaii is going to be a little bit more expensive. We have shipped there. We will cover the first $1,000, but after that, we'll have to ask you to pitch in some money there. So if you're wanting to work with a Ford dealership that knows their product and want it shipped right to your door, you know, look to us. We can get a vehicle ordered for you, or you can even locate a vehicle for you, the right color, the equipment that you're wanting, and have it shipped right to your door and still get the great internet price and get all the same incentives and rebates. We do ask you to finance it with us to be able to do the free shipping. That's because the free shipping for you, we don't want the cost to be incurred onto you, but it will cost us something. But if you finance with us, and most people do finance their vehicles that way, the lenders will give us enough kickback from the financing deal there to be able to afford and pay for that free shipping. And that's how we do that. Not really anything hidden there. I'm very transparent about everything we do here at Law McArthur, which is why a lot of people like to work with us. So that's how that's going to work. So if you want to get a vehicle from a dealership that knows their product, make sure you get it ordered the way you want it to. Look at Law McArthur Ford, and we can always check us out there. You can check the phone numbers down in the description as well as here on the screen. You can call us, or you can even send us text message if you want to. We also have chat service available on our website, and lots of pictures. Also, we do have a VR experience on all of our vehicles as well, new and used. So definitely look at our website and check that out too. If you're first time watching one of our videos, you might hit that red subscribe button down below. Get subscribed to our YouTube channel with some great Ford and Lincoln content. We do some custom builds as well that you might want to check out when you first subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified the next time we have another video upload to our YouTube channel. I don't upload videos daily. I do about 2 to 3 at the most a week. So if you're wanting some of this great content like this with some great walkarounds and some other cool features and benefits that maybe other dealerships aren't showing you about the vehicles, you might want to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you did like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. Let other people know it's a great video they need to watch. It kind of raises it up on the list. So if people are looking for content like this and you think they would like that, go ahead and hit that like button. It lets them know, and it kind of helps this video get out in front of them and kind of educate them as well with this video. So I really appreciate it. If you have any comments, leave them down in the description or down in the comments box. I love getting that feedback. If I missed something, I want to know that too, because I really want this to be as accurate as possible. I think I did miss one thing earlier that I noticed. This does have Sport Tune suspension. So if you see something else like that, you know, with the feature that I might have missed, do point that out. I love getting that. I'll highlight that comment because I want to make sure everybody gets the information from this that they're wanting to. So I really hope you like that. Also, don't forget you can find us on social media. We're at Law McArthur on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. So you can follow us there, whichever one that you like to spend your time on. Follow us there. You can see the different specials we have going on, the different news that we have going on, some cool things. We go to the auto shows, so you want to see some of those up-to-date content and stuff. Follow us on our social media pages. We'll always put those on there and keep you updated on that information as well. So I really hope you like this video. Until the next one, we'll see you later.